Summer travel planning just got a little bit easier for people who are fully vaccinated. Right. The CDC just eased restrictions for folks traveling domestically and even internationally as long as you've gotten all your shots. Crown 4's Maureen Kelly has what you need to know before you go.
The CDC says people who are fully vaccinated, that means 2 weeks after their final shot, can travel within the U.S. without getting tested for coronavirus unless their destination requires it. They also don't need to self-quarantine. In terms of international travel, the fully vaccinated can leave the country without getting a COVID test unless the country they are headed to requires it. But they still need to test negative before getting on a plane back home. But they don't need to quarantine once they're back. The CDC is still advising the unvaccinated to avoid unnecessary travel. But everyone, vaccinated or not, is still advised to wear a mask while traveling and take other precautions like social distancing and avoiding crowds.
I have mixed feelings about it.
UC Berkeley infectious disease expert Dr. John Schwartzberg is happy that the data is showing fully vaccinated people are less likely to get and spread COVID-19, but he's concerned about a rise in cases across the country.
It feels like we're right on the cusp of another, if not surge, at least a swell of cases. And now's probably not the ideal time to be traveling. And I think it also is important for people to think about where they want to travel. For example, right now, I would not particularly want to go to Michigan, which is having a terrible time.
One travel expert says this is good news for an industry which had been all but grounded by the pandemic.
Also, it gives incentives for people to get vaccinated because, you know, those who got vaccinated said, what, I still can't travel? The whole reason why a lot of us got vaccinated was so we can go see our loved ones.
Traffic has still been far below pre-pandemic levels here at SFO. However, things have been picking up. They clocked their busiest day since the pandemic Thursday with 25,000 people going through their checkpoints. Numbers that are expected to continue to climb with these new guidelines. Maureen Kelly, Crown 4 News.